Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. So, wow. First of all, I really just want to thank you guys for last month. That was a big one for me, and I appreciate all the love and your support. And as I was standing here and I was telling you who I was and being my authentic self, I had more tragedy. My phone was buzzing in my pocket, and I'm like, what the?
It was me.
Yeah. I wish it was just you, but for some reason, this year is just, it's been total, it's been about loss for me. And so I had my friends were trying to get a hold of me to let me know that I had more loss going on in my life, and I don't know what it is about this year and loss for me. I don't understand it. So, I just turned off my phone because I'm trying to tell you who I am, and and I got this phone buzzing off, so I just turned it off, and I didn't turn it on until I got home. And I still didn't, want to deal with what was going on because I was on such a high. And then when I finally did, I found out that a friend of mine was murdered by his roommate. And this friend of mine was only 21 years old. Okay. So I'm still dealing with that loss, right? And then yesterday I got another phone call, and a friend of mine called to tell me her mom passed away. And I'm going like, okay, well, I don't understand what it is that I'm supposed to get from loss. And I was talking to Kathy, and she says, well, it's because you need to figure out who you are without these people in your life. And I was like, wow, that's true, because I don't have my mom in my life anymore. So I'm not a son anymore. Okay. I have to figure that one out. Who am I not being a son anymore? What do I do with that? I don't have this young man in my life anymore who he would give his shirt off of his back to anyone. And he was a light. If you would have heard his friends tell you that stood up and told his story, how he helped. And, he was a great kid for just being 21 years old. He was a real star. He was somebody that really was going to change the world. So, how he would make me laugh when I was, feeling down and bad about myself. So how am I gonna do that without him in my life now? And this other person that I used to call mom now, how am I, I have all of these changes in my life. Who am I now? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to show up in this world? And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of changes that I need to go through to be who I am and to show up for you guys and so there's something in me that I'm supposed to, I guess, give to this world that I just haven't figured out yet, but I know there's a message and there's some way I'm supposed to show up that I just haven't figured out. but I keep showing up, you know, and I'm being my authentic self, you know. I did the hardest thing that I've ever done in a place that I've never done it before, you know. So I know I'm on the right track in that, you know. So I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I'm being who I am. And I know that, you know, the one thing that I didn't say that day is that I know, you know, somebody told me once I was a mistake. I'm not a mistake, you know. And I know the universe doesn't make mistakes. What it does, it teaches us lessons. It sends out lessons. I'm a lesson, you know. I'm a lesson for all of us, you know, because, you know, I'm here for a reason. And I'm here to teach authentic. I'm here to teach something. I'm here to teach us how to love one another, how to be true to ourselves. You know, I'm here to be me, you know, and I want you all to be you, you know. And so that's all I have to say today, is that just be yourselves and just love who you are. Thank you.